Hello, it's Ashley here from Paper&Twine. I'm going to attempt to do a cooking video today. I love my food and I've got a bit of a reputation of being a handy cook, so I thought I'd show you how I make my chicken soup. So bear with, here we go. So just angle you down a little bit if I can so you can see my chopping board. So I've got some wizened carrots in my fridge. I've just chopped and tailed these and given them a good scrub. I haven't bothered peeling them. You could peel them, but a lot of the goodness is in the skin. So I'm just chopping carrots. Doesn't matter how big or how small, because you're going to give these a bit of a blitz later on anyway. So just chucking some carrots in that needed using up. The beauty of this kind of chicken soup is that you can put whatever you've got in the bottom of your fridge. So that's my carrots chopped up. I've got half an onion left over from something else in the fridge. So I'm just going to peel off the outer skin, get rid of what's a bit past its best. Chop that bit off. That bit doesn't look very nice, so we'll just get rid of that. Pop that in my little rubbish bowl and get rid of those little bits that have popped up and just chunky chop. And I've got a fresh onion here, just cutting it into big chunks and putting it in my quite large pot. 3 sticks of celery I've already topped and tailed and washed. You do need to wash your celery because you can get little bits of grit and dirt. Again, chunky chopped because these are going to get blitzed up a little bit later on. So at the weekend, like lots of people, we have a roast dinner and I had a roast chicken. It's chickens from Aldi. Their large chicken is £3.09. The extra large chicken at the moment is £3.89. I couldn't tell you whether this was a large or an extra large. But we're going to use the carcass to make our soup. So I don't bother with wings, they're a bit fiddly, but I've got these drumsticks. I'm just going to take the skin off because otherwise we get a little bit of a fatty layer. There's a bit of meat there. Just bung that in, putting my skin out of the way to put in the bin in a minute. You could leave the skin on if you wanted to. It would just give you a little bit more fat content to your finished dish. So that's going in. Now I've got some loose bits of meat on here. I'm not going to put those in straight away because what I'm doing at this stage is making a bit of a stock. I've got a nice piece of breast meat there I'm going to take off. You could save that for sandwiches or put it into some pasta. I'm just going to take that little bit of breast meat off. It probably will go into my soup, but I don't want it to go in straight away because it'll just get overcooked and you don't want that. So here's my other drumstick. Just taking that little bit of skin off. And that's going to go in. Look over your carcass for any bits of skin that haven't already been taken off or eaten, and then you're just simply going to sit that in your pot like so. Just wipe my hands. It's always a good idea to wear a pinny when doing cooking, but I'm not. I'm going to try and open this jar of mixed herbs. Sainsbury's do these gorgeous little pots. They're about 90p a pound. And when you've finished your herbs, these little pots make gorgeous little containers for your crafty objects like sequins or buttons. Go in with quite a bit of mixed herbs. You can always add more later. This is just the first stage of our soup. And I've got some garlic and herb seasoning. I'm going to go in with quite a bit of that because I do like garlic. A bit of black pepper. And then all I'm going to do is fill this up with water to cover the chicken and put it on to simmer for about an hour and a half, and you'll get a nice chicken broth at that stage. So I'll come back to you in about an hour and a half. So it's been about an hour and a half since I simmered my chicken. I've taken it out of the liquid to let it cool, and this is what the liquid looks like with the vegetables. Now what you could do if you wanted to just have a stock is drain that through a sieve or a colander, so you'd get a clear stock. You could use that for flavouring all sorts of dishes, but I'm going to make this into a soup. So what I'm going to do now is take all of the meat off this carcass. I've made sure there's no bones in the liquid because I'm going to be blending that in a moment. So I'm just going to go in with my immersion blender now, and I've added to my liquid some broccoli stalks that were left over from our roast dinner. So just go in, give it a smush. You can make this as chunky or as fine as you like. Go. Just going to rest that on my lid. Now I want to just show you, this is the chicken that I got off the carcass. There's quite a lot of meat there. I'm going to put that in the soup. This is the chicken I took off the carcass before I simmered it, and there's plenty there for the three of us to have a pasta meal. We like chicken and pesto pasta. So out of this chicken I will have got 3 roast dinners, or a roast dinner for 3 people, a pasta dish for 3 people, and a soup for 2 or more people. There'll be plenty of servings of this soup. I'm just going to pause you a minute while I put the chicken in the soup mixture. So I've added the chicken to the soup. I'm just going to give it a stir. And you can see it's quite a meaty, thick, vegetable-y soup. I'm going to add some other things to it now. I'm just going to give it a little taste first. It's very sweet. Now I didn't add any salt when I did my stock because I'm going to add something now that's quite salty. So I never throw anything away. This is the leftover gravy from our dinner. I'm just going to pour it in. Doesn't look very appetising at this stage, but it's going to add a lot of flavour to our soup. Give that a stir, mix it up. It does change the colour, so it's quite brown now, but it is, I can guarantee, quite tasty. And my gravy has got some red wine in it, so yummy tasty. Okay, that's not bad. It does need some salt now, so check your seasoning. Quite a bit of salt there. And I'm also going to go in with my leftover vegetables from my roast dinner. And there I've got what we call our chicken soup, and it's got all the leftovers of my Sunday dinner in it, apart from the potatoes, which we will have for brunch with some bacon and tomatoes. And there is my chicken soup. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. What do you do to use up your leftovers? I'd be interested to learn. Comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. See you soon. Bye now.